Good evening, you're watching Truth Be Told. Thank you for joining me. I'm Faye D'Souza. We're taking a look again at what's happening in Bengal to do with the cyclone. Remember, we had this conversation just yesterday about the impact of this cyclone. Joining me right now again is my guest from Skymet, Mr. Mahesh Palawat is the Vice President of Meteorology and Climate Change at Skymet Weather. Mr. Palawat, thank you for joining us. Has the worst of it now passed? Or should the citizens of Bengal expect more rain?
No, now this cyclone has passed. You can say now it has weakened significantly. And yesterday afternoon, it has made a landfall over Gangetic West Bengal over Sundarban area with a wind speed of 150 and 160 and gusting to 170 kilometer per hour. And it kept moving in northern direction, and now it is over northeast India, over Assam and Arunachal Pradesh as a low pressure area. So we can say that now rain activities will be more over northeast India, particularly Assam, Meghalaya and Arunachal Pradesh, and there is no threat of rain or strong winds over Gangetic West Bengal as well as over Orissa. So we can say now that the relief operation can be carried out smoothly without any hindrance.
And when the cyclone made landfall, was it as harsh as you had expected it to be, or had it weakened a little bit?
Yeah, we were expecting that at the time of landfall, wind speed will be 150 to 160 kilometer per hour. But at isolated pockets, it was 180 kilometer also. So slight deviation of our in our anticipation that and the storm surge above the normal astronomical waves. So it has inundated the low-lying areas, and we were expecting that this was the first super cyclone of the season, so this type of devastation was expected, but the casualties were much more that we anticipated. We were thinking that it will be 10 or 12 or 10 or 15, which is usually happen due to this type of fury of wind and rain and shower activities.
We understand actually that the casualty is closer to 72 across the state of West Bengal. Why would you say the casualty numbers were higher than what you had expected? What went wrong?
Yeah, because we were expecting that we from Skymet as well as from IMET and Joint Typhoon Warning Center, all the agencies which are predicting track and intensity of cyclone has warned the administration of Orissa and West Bengal, and teams were deployed well in advance, and evacuation of lakhs of people was in place. So that's why, because there was the accurate information about the landfall as well as intensity of the storm. So we were expecting that all the NDRF team people are active, although they were active, but sometimes it happened that the kacha houses, the roof top of tin shed, and falling of trees, uprooting of trees and electric poles sometimes lead to casualties. And derbies, the news article which fly due to strong winds also cause casualties. So it can be due to that reason.
We know that there haven't been too many casualties from Orissa. Do you believe that the West Bengal government could have taken more precautions than they had taken, or taken more advantage of the warning that was issued to them?
No, because it direct hit was over Gangetic West Bengal, and the storm skirted along the Orissa coast. It was around 80 to 90 kilometer away from coast. That's why it escaped the. It was not on the line of fire of this particular cyclone. Although heavy rains and strong winds were there over coastal districts of Orissa, Gajapati, Ganjam, Puri, Bhubaneswar, Paradip, all these areas received very heavy rains. Bhubaneswar also, but the direct impact of the storm, the landfall, the landfall of I of the cyclone was over Gangetic West Bengal, over Sundarban and 24 South Pargana. That's why the impact of this cyclone was much more over that area, and rain as well as high wind speed of 160, 170 kilometer was over that area only. However, over Orissa, wind speed was around 80 to 90 kilometer, gusting to 100 kilometer. That's why there were casualties were not there.
You did say, of course, that it did make landfall over the Sundarbans. Do you think that the mangroves in some way lessened the damage that the cities and the people would have received otherwise if the mangroves were not there?
Yes, yes. Certainly, because mangroves usually act as a buffer between the cyclone or and the mainland, and moreover, these are shallow waters. And when cyclone made a landfall, then the moisture feed usually get cuts off, and which leads to degeneration of the cyclone. And shallow water also hinders the moisture feed, leading to degeneration of cyclone. Although because cyclone was very strong, it was super cyclone, and it made a landfall as an extremely severe cyclone. That's why this type of casualty was witnessed over that area. Otherwise, it would have been 10 to 12 or 5 to 6.
Okay, 10 to 12 or 5 to 6.
Yes, yes.
I also want to understand from you, you did say, of course, that there's no need, there's no expectation of any rain in that area from now. But from where you're looking at it, is this the worst we have seen now in 30 years?
Yes, this was the first cyclone we have seen, because the earlier cyclone, usually the cyclone which forms over Bay of Bengal has a tendency to move in northwest direction towards Tamil Nadu, Andhra and Orissa coast, and sometimes they recurve in northeast direction and hit Gangetic West Bengal, Bangladesh or Myanmar. But as they reaches the northern parts of Bay of Bengal, usually vertical wind shear increases. Moreover, cooler sea surface temperature is encountered by the cyclone, which inhibits its intensification and it becomes weak. Before the landfall, usually it makes a landfall as a cyclone or severe cyclone, but it was extremely severe cyclone, which is very rare in the northern parts of Bay of Bengal.
All right, Mr. Palawat, thank you so much for helping us understand this a little better. Of course, the good thing is that for the people, I'll ask you before I let you go, for Northeast, for Assam, for Arunachal, for Meghalaya, where you said that there will be rain now, what sort of rain should they expect?
Now, already they have received the western districts of Assam and Meghalaya have received moderate to heavy rains. Now it has loosened its intensity further, and now it has weakened completely, and there is no moisture left in the cyclone. Or you can say now it is not a cyclone; it's just a cyclonic circulation. That's why the light rain with 1 or 2 moderate spells of rain or thunder shower is expected, and wind speed will be just 20 to 30 kilometer per hour. So we can say now threat is over entire East India as well as northeastern parts of the country.
All right. So, Mr. Mahesh Palawat, they're telling us that the threat from the weather, at least, is past. Of course, COVID-19 remains, and relief work now has to come, come into West Bengal, and they have to revive the electricity, the internet connection. Several of this has gone down because of the storm that hit last night. But for now, the rain, at least, or the bad weather, is past us. Mahesh Palawat, thank you so much for speaking with me here on Truth Be Told. And for our viewers who are watching, if you have, of course, your fact-checking needs, go to boomlive.in and leave us comments and questions at the bottom of this video. It'll be our pleasure to take up your questions in the next video. Thanks for watching.